That was Gerald Levert Casanova. A serious question: why is it in America it seems that Americans get more angry and uptight about a war stopping than a war should have never starting? Never. That war went on for 21 years. It was just a grist for the mill. It was happening because presidents from George W. Bush, who started a necessary war, to Barack Obama, who increased troop levels in Afghanistan, to Donald Trump, who released 5,000 of the people who are now fighting on the field, including the leader of Afghanistan. It only happened because those men lacked political courage. They decided it was better to be popular than to be right. And men and women lost lives and limbs. 7,000 Americans in total. We had 3,500 American troops and 3,700 mercenaries in actuality. 47,000 Iraqi civilians were killed. And you know that's an undercount because we're never going to say how brutal we really were. 67,000 Afghani troops got killed. 67,000. Now, honestly, what is the Taliban going to do that's any worse than what we already did? How is it that we believe that our religious zealots are any less brutal and arcane than their religious zealots? Well, you could get shot in Afghanistan for not covering your face. You could get shot in America for asking someone to. In Afghanistan, you could get 1 to 5 months in prison for having 10 grams of marijuana. In Alabama, you could get 20 years for any amount. Well, we watch them kill people in the streets. Don't we do that here? Didn't we watch what happened to George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery? We do it all the time. How is it that their religious zealots are any different than ours? They hate gays just like you hate gays. They hate the government just like you hate the government. They kill people in the name of whatever belief they espouse. You kill people in the name of whatever belief you espouse. So how is it that they are any different? Well, you could get killed for driving. We know as black and brown people, you do. So exactly, what is the difference between their armed religious zealotry and the one in America? We send our troops off to war. Who do you think comprises most of the homeless people we see everywhere? Those are most likely, a great percentage of them are Afghan war veterans. A lot of them. So you tell us about their mullahs and how horrible they are, and I can tell you about our congressmen and senators. We're worried about Kabul and what happens to terrorists. We have terrorists in the United States Congress right now. People who consorted to overthrow the government. So my serious question to you is, what makes their religious terrorists and their religious zealots any more dangerous, any more brutal than ours? We watch people in America right now. They don't care about women. Look at how many women in America die in the southern region of the United States of America because they will not expand Medicaid every day. So I'm asking a serious question. What is the difference between their religious zealots, their armed religious zealots, and ours? Their mullahs and ours. Their Taliban and ours. The most dangerous thing in America, according to the FBI, is domestic terrorists. Guess who they are? The American Taliban. All of them fueled by a belief that their theology, the being that they worship, gives them autonomy to do what they do, and they're in the right. So I don't understand why people are mad about a war that is ending when it accomplished everything that we set out for it to. If the goal, how we decriing them attacking democracy when here we make it harder to vote? What are we talking about standing them up from a democratic standpoint when ours is teetering on the brink? What is the difference between their incredibly ignorant and brutal and armed men and ours? One makes you feel good, one makes you feel superior. It is the same thing. I believe God told me to do this, and I do it, and I can. Only our entire foreign policy is really guided by religious zealots who believe that these people have to be here or the Jesus they believe in won't come. An entire policy. What is the difference between the Afghan Taliban and the American Taliban? Because there is no discernible one other than one has the capacity for really mass destruction. They can kill a lot of people real fast. And they do it for the same reason their mullahs and their Taliban do it, in the name of God, whatever God they espouse. So if the mission was to make Afghanistan like us, then we have succeeded, mission accomplished. They should be coming home. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.
We are